Salome Devidze against Lacy Schneemann here, and Salome is going to get us started.
Ooh, that's a nice shot there from Lacy.
Beautiful shot.
Lacy is absolutely going to be trying to dictate this match. She's not going to want to get into any baseline-to-baseline rallies with Salome, and neither would I.
No, we definitely saw that yesterday when Lacy was playing Kate Fahey. Lacy's going to be at the net every single chance.
Nice serve there. She's going to serve big. She's going to play aggressive, and Lacy is explosive. She does cover the net quite well. I like that play. Missed it, but it's the right strategy. Nice pass there from Salome. Half of a good serve, too. Lacy did a good job to fight off that deep serve with another deep return. Quality point. Good play there from Lacy. I think returning to Salome's forehand is probably the play there. She's kind of an extreme grip. Tough for her to hit that cross-court pass like she just attempted there. Definitely prefers that down-the-line play. And she is very good at it. Salome having some trouble hearing, I think, the score call there.
It is a little bit noisier than normal being indoors here in a big ballroom. Got some music going. Tough bounce there on Lacy.
Yeah, I think center courts might be starting up pretty soon here. They got some music going on. It's pretty cool to be in the Fountain Blue Resort here in Vegas. That's a tough shot from Salome right there. That mid-court volley that she reset right back into the kitchen is a very, very difficult shot. Made it look easy. Nice low return there from Lacy. I do like that she mixed it up with the return there. Obviously the target is going to be Salome's forehand with the majority of the returns, but you can't go there every single time. That's a nice play there. Kicks around the outside of the ball.
So what do you think of the event here, Zane? It is different being indoor, not just indoor, but indoor in one huge room. A lot of extra noise, the music and so on.
That's such a good pass from Salome. I mean, I think it's awesome to be able to play in downtown Las Vegas on the Strip, somewhere like here. We've got really good crowds this whole weekend. I think we ended up with 30-some courts in here. Oh, that's a tough ball. Lacy was such a good overhead normally. So to answer your question again, as events towards that goal, I think it's important.
Back in action with Salome with a 6-1 lead.
There we go. Lacy's not going to miss 2 overheads in a row. One of the best overheads in females tour. Really good and explosive with that shot. Salome not happy with that one. That is a shot that she normally makes there. I'd say this surface might be a little bit tougher for a player like Salome, who has that very closed grip, ball not bouncing quite as high. It can make it a little tougher to get underneath the ball, but didn't struggle with it there.
Yeah, in the semifinal yesterday, she, you know, she gave Annalie a run for her money. Seemed to have more shots hitting the net than usual.
On cue, she got another one right there off of the net. It only helps a good shot. It is a skill to hit the net and have it go over in pickleball. It is not lucky.
Who do you think gets more net cords over, amateurs or pros?
No, pros. I mean, I think you
watch.
watch.
Topspin?
It's not necessarily because of topspin. It's because we're playing with a very small margin of error, and we're able to hit it consistently. If we're aiming consistently 2 inches over the net, and our margin of error is, you know, 1 3/4 inches, clipping the top of the net is. Well, that's a very nice point there from Lacy. That's the type of stuff that we want to see from her for this match, drawing Salome in and playing those cat and mouse or kitchen points. But, I mean, you'd be hard-pressed to find too many doubles points where there aren't. If there's an elongated dink rally, there's going to be a couple of dinks that are clipping over the top of the net. Yeah, there's more and more just because we play with such small margin. Just hooks that wide. Lacy's making a game of it. She's into 4-6. Does not feel like it's quite that close, but she's right back in it. Nice shot there by Lacy. Again, that's something that Salome is going to maybe struggle with a little bit on these low bounces, taking that forehand cross court with her extreme grip. I think Lacy is looking to find that spot here. Nice point there. I thought Lacy was on that overhead.
See, we've got Kate Fahey joining us in the audience for this one. Taking a little break before her big match against Annalie Waters.
That's a nice shot there.
That was a nice shot, right on the outside of the line.
I think if we did a count, I mean, most of Salome's winners and points are coming right down that line from the forehand. I think Lacy's got to take that line away. And that's a nice pass.
Another nice pass.
Not really too much you can do about that one.
That's what we saw from Salome yesterday, though, is she tended to hit a lot of cross-court forehands into the net, whereas her down-the-line forehand was much more successful.
I mean, the cross-court pass in pickleball is just it's far more difficult.
To the Fontainebleau Resort and the Las Vegas Cup, we've got Game 1 bronze medal action. Here's Salome with a nice 5-3 lead, or 9-5 lead, I should say.
Oh, nice shots there. Good defense. Lacy hit that awkwardly, kind of right back at Salome. Yikes.
Lacy wanted to come in on that one.
Lacy's saying something to us up here. I'll have to talk to her afterwards. Not sure what she was trying to say.
He's saying she did not like that bounce, I think.
You know, the body language says that, that's for sure. That goes without saying.
She's another grinder, though. Another player that you really have to get that 11th point. She's not going to quit.
Same line over there. Same line. She's looking at it as if it was going to go in. That one was definitely coming in.
Right. Another beautiful passing shot by Salome Devidze. She takes game 1, and Lacy Schneemann here to open game 2. It's a little wide. I don't see Lacy with the coach on the bench, so Zane, you're appointed. What do we tell her?
I think if I had to tell her something, it's got to be to cover those lines. Salome has probably hit the vast majority of her winners down the line. Take that shot away, take your opponent's favorite shot away, and make them beat you with something else. So I would say a good 90% of Salome's winners had been down the line passes, particularly forehand down the line. Just like that, two more line passes. Make your opponent think about it. Make them hit their non-favorite shot. I mean, what was the score of that one? It was 11-5. Take away a couple passes and you're in a good spot.
What do you think about some middle approaches? Lacy's definitely approaching, hitting toward the corners.
Yeah. Against Salome, I'm not quite sure I like it because she does have that forehand that she can really hook around. So she's going to take it one step over and has a couple options there. If you do force her to hit an inside-in forehand from that position, I don't mind it, but I think at this point, Lacy's got to switch up. Just keep variety in those returns. That's tough, but Salome is a machine. That's what she does. She has unbelievable passes, unbelievable ground strokes.
Took a little bit of an odd hop to the right.
There we go. That's a nice forcing Salome to go for that cross-court pass. I think if Lacy can take away the down the line a little bit, I think that's going to force Salome to try and come up with something else. I like that short volley there too, actually, off of that drive. Brings Salome into the mid-court as well. Tougher to pass from that spot. You have to get the ball up, over the net, and down from the midcourt rather than more of a line drive when you're back at the baseline. Got the women's doubles final about to start over there on whatever channel that is. What channel are they on?
It's on Pickleball TV to start. Well, Zane, I asked you before to give me the next #1 player. How about, here's another one for you. Give me a non-MLP Premier player who's going to be Premier next year.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Or another way to ask it, tell me somebody who's not a top 20 player who's going to be a top 20 player.
I like Jack Monroe a lot, so I think there's a decent chance that Chicago Slice team is pulled up to Premier League and they can have a top 4 finish, so that would make him a Premier player. But I'm going to put him. I'm going to say Jack Monroe. He's got weapons, he's got smarts, he's got work ethic. I play with him pretty regularly over in Austin, and I see the way that he thinks about the game, and and the way that he grinds. So I'm buying junior mint stock, as they're saying.
That's interesting you say about Jack, because I was really high on him at the time of the MLP draft. And I wouldn't say I've soured on him, but the one thing I've seen is I'd like to see more power from him off his forehand.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a great backhand, but I think relies on it a little too much.
Great volley there. Unbelievable shot. So much backspin, brought that right back into the net. Yeah, I think Jack is still figuring out how to put all of the pieces together in matches. We see it in practice where he is a top 10 player, and matches is not always the same quite yet. He's figuring out how to implement it. Oh, that's a great shot by Lacy. Great ball, nice point there, and a very nice lob from Salome as well.
And Lacy again continue to hang in there. She is a fighter.
She's sticking around.
She can figure out a way to grind out a win here in game 2 and send us to a game 3.
Good pass. Good pass. Make her hit it. Make her hit her least favorite shot there.
Ooh.
Real tough to reset that ball from Salome. Unbelievable shot, especially on the run, hitting it straight ahead over the highest part of the net and right into the kitchen. Obviously, Lacy's not happy that she missed that shot, and she shouldn't have, but it was a great get from Salome.
Salome has hit some wonderful cross-court backhands this match.
Yeah, maybe I was that my prediction there aged poorly, or my advice did, huh?
Well, I think it's still true on the forehand. If I was Lacy, I might think about approaching to Salome's forehand and then sit line.
She does do a better job of working the ball both directions from the backhand side, I think. And even that, that's a volley that Lacy is obviously irritated that she missed, right?
And that'll get us a timeout. It's a little bit of a run. Well, there's a lot of people that do that.
I think it's good. I think it's good that we're tinkering with some of this stuff. I think that's an important thing. You got to make a timeout call, loud and clear. You don't just walk off the basketball court when you call a timeout. Somebody's got to make the call. Lacy is just on all these passing shots and dumping them into the net.
A little frustrated with herself, missing shots that normally she would make. Well, your next thought-provoking question, Zane, I gotta keep hitting you with them. Would you change the serving rules? And if so, how?
Yeah, I would change the contact height requirement the same way that Major League Pickleball did. So currently PPA is playing under USA Pickleball rules, which means that you need to Great volley there from Lacy. Covered that line pass from the forehand, and she was in perfect position there. But I would eliminate the contact height requirement, but still have the requirements that you need to swing upwards and have the top part of the paddle below the level of the wrist. Nice overhead there from Lacy. Not somebody that you want to lob regularly.
See, now you're just saying that because you're benefiting from Deco being your partner this week.
Hey, look,
I mean, obviously, Deckel's a great guy, but he is kind of the poster boy for the questionable serve right now, or at least he has been this week. It's Tyson some weeks. This week it's kind of Deckel.
Sure, but the contact point is unenforceable either way. So there's issues of weaponization and there's issues of enforcement, and they're two separate issues.
Well, it is a very difficult call for the referees.
Nice overhead again by Lacy. But here's the thing. If you eliminate the contact height requirement.
Just trying to think of whether he was violating the wrist rule as well. Not sure that he was.
Yeah, he did a few against us in our match prior to the match where he was serving him from his shoulders, and he was certainly violating the paddle head above the wrist rule from what I saw.
Could be. Yeah.
There we go. Lacy approaching to the forehand, covering the line, and we are at 8-8. Clawing our way back here. Good adjustment after a couple of loose errors there from Lacy.
Now she's just seems to me a little bit better on staying down on the volleys. She was getting a little upright, causing him to go into the net. Up.
There we go. Hey, make her hit it. Make her hit that forehand cross court. She was still on it.
Yeah, it wasn't the best approach, but not surprised that Lacy was sitting down the line.
We've got a game here. I think Salome is going to lock it in right here, though. No more misses from Salome.
How many volleys is that in the net?
Too many?
Too many. Tough time to miss a serve return there, and that gets us to our first match point.
Ooh. Only helps a good shot.
Lacy stays alive.
Hanging in there.
Do you do the phony apology on the net cards?
No, I'm over those.
Okay. Me, I do not do that.
That's a very, very good pass. Lacy was even covering that line as well, but sometimes just too good.
No, I think she took a little off and got a good dip on it.
She did. Yeah, she got that very nice and low, and some curl as well, bringing that back in laterally. Yeah, make her beat you with the cross-court pass. That's a nice match there. Well played from Salome.
Salome takes it